What if I told you? Robyn Brown's latest accusation may have just exposed a secret war inside the Brown family. A war that Christine and Janelle say they're done being blamed for, but one Robyn insists they secretly created. Because tonight, while Kody is suddenly admitting he said mean things about his exes, and while Janelle quietly prepares a spiritual divorce that could change everything, a bombshell question hangs in the air. Is Robyn rewriting history, or are the ex-wives hiding the real reason the Brown kids cut their father off?
Here. Why do you think this is?
And the shocking answer, the one nobody is ready for, is coming up, but it won't leave the family the same. Sister Wives Robyn Brown suggests Kody Brown's exes influenced his feud with his kids. While Robyn Brown suggested on the November 23 episode of Sister Wives that Kody Brown's exes played a role in his estrangement from their children, Christine Brown and Janelle Brown aren't having it. Much like Taylor Swift, Kody Brown's exes Christine Brown and Janelle Brown would very much like to be excluded from this narrative. Discussing her role in former spouse Kody's ongoing estrangement from the majority of his adult children, Christine shared on Sister Wives' November 23 episode, "I'm just exhausted and so tired of being blamed for how his kids feel about him. It's his responsibility and not mine." Agreed Janelle, in a separate confessional, "Look, I wish I had a lot of influence on my adult children. Boy, things would be really different." And yet, years into Kody having a rocky relationship with his grown kids, save for Dayton, 25, Aurora, 23, and Brianna, 21, his eldest three with Robyn Brown, his sole remaining wife believes his exes may have unknowingly deepened the divide. "I think there's some hurt feelings and misunderstandings and some influencing that's been happening," Robyn shared in a conversation with Kody. "Some pretty intense influencing. And whether Kody's former brides, including first wife Meri Brown, intended to have a mother knows best effect, I don't think parents actually completely realize how much little things they say actually influence the way their children think about the other parent," Robyn detailed in a confessional. "And in plural marriage, dad's not around the same amount as mom. As of late, Kody hasn't been around at all," Janelle revealing in the November 9 episode that their oldest daughter Madison Brush hasn't spoken to him in years. "He doesn't have any respect for boundaries," Maddie explained on a 2024 episode of her The Authentic Society podcast of her decision to go no contact with her father. "And you have to play by his rules, and I just don't care to do that." But now Kody may be willing to change his strategy. Speaking to Robyn on the November 23 episode, he floated the idea of finding a therapist to help him in sort of getting around some of my issues with my kids, my older kids, and trying to get a place where I'm comfortable communicating with them. And while he was the one left pulling the knife from his kidney, he acknowledged that he had some words that cut deep as well. When Robyn suggested that the situation has been very, very confusing and tough for his kids to understand, Kody admitted, "I had a lot of mean things to say about their mothers as part of the problem. These days he's doing his best to focus on solutions," revealing, "I've reached out to every one of my children, and multiple times. And if they don't have a relationship with me, it's because they're not reciprocating." Ultimately, though, everyone was likely to suffer, Robyn surmised. As she put it, "No matter what any of them say, there will always be a Kody-sized hole in their hearts if you're not there." It's just one of many truths she and the rest of the cast have shared this season. Keep reading to check out all the confessions they've made. Now I am Uncover. Janelle Brown is considering a spiritual divorce from ex Kody Brown. Officially done with former husband Kody Brown, and his nice pecs and six-pack abs, Janelle Brown revealed in Sister Wives Season 20 opener that she's borrowing a page from Meri Brown's playbook. Never legally entwined to Kody during their 29-year marriage, I had sort of thought about a spiritual divorce a long time ago and didn't even realize it was an option, the patriarch's second wife detailed on the September 28 premiere. And so when Meri got one, I'm like, oh, hey, Meri, who do I call? And her former sister wife, who was granted a spiritual release from their former church on the grounds of abandonment, was more than happy to fill in some blanks. Said Janelle, she has been kind of helping me get in touch with everybody. Now I am uncover. Meri Brown reveals an ex broke up with her over her polygamous past. Throwing herself into dating, Meri knows precisely what she's looking for in a man. In addition to a tall guy, super important for me is to find somebody who wants to travel with me, the avid road tripper explained in the October 5 episode. And also must not have cats. Must love dogs. And she definitely needs someone who won't scare easily. There was a guy that I was talking to, she detailed of one of her more troubling dating adventures. Once he discovered she was a polygamist, he was like, I can't continue talking to you. This is not something that I'm even interested in or open to, she shared. And it was very hurtful to me. Because I was a polygamist, you're not interested in pursuing a relationship with me. For Meri, she continued, it was like my first real big realization that that's going to inhibit some people from even wanting to start talking to me. Now I am uncover. Janelle Brown thinks no one else really wanted to live on Coyote Pass. Janelle is convinced she was the only member of her sprawling fam who truly wanted to land on Coyote Pass. Discussing the family's standoff over the 14-acre property they purchased ahead of their 2018 move to Flagstaff, Aries, Janelle admitted on the October 3 episode, I'm not actually sure I ever had the dream of us all being out on Coyote Pass. Because while Kody's second wife could imagine herself settling out there, it's a beautiful piece of property, why not? She alleged that it was more of a passing phase for her ex and his other brides. Nobody really wanted to live out there, she said, adding that Christine definitely didn't and Meri would have obliged, if everybody else had done it. As for Kody and Robyn, they had a house that was pretty much there without being there on the property, Janelle surmised of the 2-acre, 5-bedroom spread they have since sold for $1.7 million. So as much as they all howled over the land they initially split into 4 separate parcels, said Janelle, I just could see very soon after we moved to Flagstaff that that was not going to be a thing. Now I am uncover. Why Kody Brown thinks he has a strained relationship with most of his adult kids. Kody has a theory about why his bonds with the majority of his adult kids, save for Robyn's eldest Dayton, Aurora and Brianna, are kinda garbage. I think most of the relationships between me and my adult children are strained, he acknowledged on the October 5 episode. It's an issue of trash talk and innuendo, and it has challenged loyalties and trust on all sides. And these days, not many of his grown kids are on Team Kody. Though Mykelti Padron, one of his 6 children with Christine, had been the most outwardly supportive of her father, months after she and husband Tony Padron made the move to North Carolina with their 3 children, she gave her take on the rift. I think that if he took more accountability in any of his actions, his kids, maybe not all of them, but at least some of them, would reach out, she noted during an October 2024 fan Q&A shared on the Instagram account @withoutacrystalball. Instead of blaming the children, or blaming how they feel about his relationship with his other wife, or blaming the parents, or blaming gossip or whatever, if he just said, "Look, I understand I did blank wrong. I'm sorry. Can we talk about it?" I feel like that would go such a long way. Tonight, we've watched a family unravel in real time. Robyn insists the ex-wives shaped the kids' loyalty. Christine and Janelle say they're simply tired of being blamed. Kody admits he said mean things. And the kids, they've walked away in silence, a silence louder than any accusation. Slow montage of old family footage, soft focus clips, then desaturated close-ups of each wife and Kody. But what if the truth isn't as simple as one person being right and another being wrong? What if this isn't about influence, but about wounds no one has healed? Because history in the Brown family isn't just told, it's rewritten, reshaped, and sometimes weaponized. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Whose side sounds closest to the truth? Should Kody rebuild his relationships through therapy, or accept that some bridges may already be burned? Hit like, subscribe, and share this video if you want the next chapter of this story uncovered. Because trust me, the secrets we're digging up, they're only getting deeper.